In a postseason battle that tested endurance, grit, and mental resolve, Oklahoma City Thunder superstar Shai Gilgeous-Alexander found himself at the center of the storm Wednesday night as the Indiana Pacers clawed their way to a dramatic Game 3 win. The Thunder, who had looked poised and controlled through much of the series, suddenly unraveled in the final quarter. And at the heart of that collapse was their MVP candidate. While some might point to fatigue as a factor in Gilgeous-Alexander's uncharacteristically quiet fourth quarter showing, the All-NBA guard refused to lean on tired legs as an excuse. "You gotta suck it up," Gilgeous-Alexander said Thursday during media availability at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. "There's a maximum of 4 games left in the season. This is what you work all season for. This is what you train all summer for. The way I see it, you just have to suck it up, lock in, and get it done. Simple as that." It was a brutally honest and no-nonsense assessment from a player who has carried the Thunder on his back all season long. But on Wednesday night, he looked mortal. Gilgeous-Alexander managed just 24 points and 4 assists, solid by most standards, but a step back from the jaw-dropping 34-point, 8-assist explosion he delivered in Game 2. Perhaps most telling, his 6 turnovers were the most he's committed in a playoff game throughout his career. And in the fourth quarter, when the Thunder needed their closer the most, Gilgeous-Alexander simply didn't have it. He scored just 3 points on 1 of 3 shooting and recorded no assists. Meanwhile, the Pacers surged with a 32-18 run that flipped the game and the series on its head, giving Indiana a 2-1 lead. But even with the evidence mounting, SGA didn't flinch when asked if the Pacers' pressure and a heavy workload had worn him down. "I don't think so," he said when asked about fatigue. "It was a physical game. But we've had physical games before. I've had nights where I've been great late, and nights where I've stunk it up. It's not anything new or something I haven't seen before." Still, the numbers and the eye test suggest the Pacers found a formula to slow down the MVP, and they executed it with ruthless efficiency. According to tracking data from Genius IQ, defenders picked up Gilgeous-Alexander an average of 65.5 feet from the basket, by far the furthest of any game in his career, regular season or playoffs. From the opening tip, Indiana made sure SGA felt pressure every step of the way. That full-court heat, combined with aggressive half-court traps, wore down the Thunder's offensive engine. "He had to work for everything," said Pacers guard Andrew Nembhard, who served as SGA's primary defender for much of the night. "We just wanted to stay persistent, make it uncomfortable. It's not just on me. Every guy on the court has to be connected. You can't guard a guy like that with just one person." And the Pacers were absolutely committed to that collective defensive mission. They blitzed Gilgeous-Alexander on 12 pick-and-rolls, more than any other playoff game he's played, according to ESPN research. On the other end, Indiana made him work just as hard. SGA was the primary defender on 22 field goal attempts, again, a playoff career high for him. All told, it was a night of heavy lifting for Gilgeous-Alexander. Whether it showed up in his body language or not, the burden clearly took its toll. Interestingly, he brought the ball up the floor just 23 times, his second lowest total in any postseason game. Whether that was by design or a consequence of Indiana's full-court pressure, it signaled a shift in how Oklahoma City ran its offense down the stretch. The Thunder, who had looked like a well-oiled machine in Game 2, now find themselves searching for answers. With Indiana holding a 2-1 edge in the series and Game 4 looming, the pressure is squarely on OKC's young star to deliver a response. This isn't unfamiliar territory for Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been doubted before. He's been counted out. And more often than not, he's answered with poise, skill, and an elite-level composure that belies his age. But now, under the glare of the brightest lights and against a Pacers team that refuses to back down, he'll have to dig deeper than ever before. There's no room for fatigue now. No time to second guess. With a trip to the NBA Finals still within reach, Gilgeous-Alexander knows what's at stake, and he's not ducking the moment. Like I said, he repeated, you just have to suck it up and go get it. That's what this is all about. Game 4 is coming fast. And for the Thunder to even the series, they'll need Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to do what he's done all year. Rise above the noise, carry the load, and remind the world why he's in the MVP conversation in the first place.